Hi everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I am back with another review. And as you can see today, through the courtesy of Playmates Toys and my friends over at Inside Pulse, I am able to bring to you from the 2014 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Nickelodeon cartoon line. This is Bebop. I am very excited to have this figure. If you remember, Bebop was part of a team with Rocksteady in the classic Turtles cartoon, and they were really the main henchmen for the Shredder. I have to say, I am very impressed with how this new series, which is, I think most people call like the 2012 series, because that's when it first debuted, has worked to incorporate all the various characters from the bits of fiction that the Turtles have had, but present them in a new way. And what I mean by that is that even though this is Bebop and it does look like Bebop, this is not the classic Bebop that we know. If you remember, Bebop and Rocksteady were just a couple of thugs on the street. This is actually a character they introduced named Anton Zek, and he tried to steal Shredder's helmet, otherwise known as the Kabuto. And he was punished, and his punishment was being mutated into this warthog. The character does have, I'm sorry, I should say the figure. Well, I'm sure the character does too. These two accessories. Number one, as you can see laying in his feet, is this supposed to be like a grenade or something? I want to say it's just a repaint of one of the turtle smoke bombs. Unfortunately, I was not able to get this in any of the figure's hands, and I really didn't want to force it, so we'll just move that off to the side someplace I don't lose it because it's very small. The next accessory he is able to hold, and it is one of these little sticky bombs with the Z logo right on it for Zek. And it holds it. That's about it. You can just wedge it right in there, and that's about all. Now, the third thing I want to mention is this figure does have a action feature. Well, sort of action feature. It's mentioned on the bottom of the packaging. On the back here, he has this backpack that's not painted in. You see a wheel, and if you move down, you can see that, well, there's another wheel, and unfortunately, my figure came missing the third wheel. Eh, which is kind of ironic since I've had a full life as a third wheel, but oh, sorry, it's a bad joke. But anyway, it's supposed to be a wall rolling gimmick, and basically what he just do is, and I'm putting the leg up just so it doesn't get in the way. You just roll the figure back and forth. It can go up and down. Okay, whatever. But articulation. Bebop is actually quite articulated for these turtles. First, head can rotate side to side. There is no other movement. It is, as you can see, molded in a hunched position. The arms can rotate 360 degrees, go in and out on a universal joint, and that's about it. No movement at the elbow, no movement at the wrist. There is a waist articulation, which is very unique for this line. Legs can go forward, bend at the knee, and then you can rotate them out to the side. Unfortunately, there's no rotation at the knee or the upper part of the leg, so you can't. So it looks very awkward. But at least it can sit when they do like like a Bebop vehicle or whatever. So yeah, so like I said, there is for a villain character. This is a lot of articulation. Now let's come in and get a detailed look at the figure itself. Okay, starting us off is the head, and that's one ugly mug. But now you can see right here, he does have those painted sunglasses, supposed to be X-ray glasses. Does have the classic mohawk, which I think Zek actually had. There is no ponytail. Moving down, now, when I've seen pictures of this figure, I was always confused as to whether or not this part was supposed to be his jacket and it wasn't painted or something else. But since it matches the flesh tones of the head, I'm just going to say he's wearing an open jacket, but you have a little chain down there. Now, what's interesting, if you can see, there are like indentations for straps. And this is a problem that Playmates has had, and I'm sure a lot of you are aware of, that the factories will just not paint things. For example, if we come around here, you can see this molded in detail. This is all supposed to be painted pink like the gloves right here, and that's not, and that's a bit of a shame because it really takes away. One thing I also want to point out on the hands here, I don't know if you can tell, is that there's fingernails. I don't know if these are supposed to be fingerless gloves. I'm not really sure. As of this recording, I have not seen the episodes of the cartoon where Bebop and Rocksteady are introduced. I don't think they've aired yet. But moving down, again, molded in belt with no paint. Little clips on the side. I do apologize. I think I just nudged the camera. Again, more molded in detail down here that's supposed to be painted. I assume supposed to be painted. Um, but it's black. I mean, there is some action type pose. You know, the legs are already pre-positioned to some extent, like so. And there are holes at the bottom of the feet. So, I mean, this is a pretty solid figure. I just wish, again, they can figure out the issues with getting the proper paint detailing done. If you are a new or old Turtles fan, I can highly recommend picking up Bebop. It's a cool character. Unfortunately, from the way it's packaged on its card, you really can't see the back of the feet. But I would try something to figure out to make sure you have all three wheels inserted. I'm sure mine was just a one-off production error. At least I hope. Now, as of this recording, which is November 2014, Bebop and Rocksteady are only going to be Walmart exclusives for the remainder of 2014. 2015, they will be available at all retailers. Parents, please fight the urge. I see it happening already. There is no reason to pay excessive markups to get Bebop and Rocksteady now. In a few months, you'll be able to find them in general retailers at a normal price. Don't give in to the urges. I know it's tempted, maybe as a Christmas present, but please, there'll be plenty of Bebops and Rocksteadies soon enough for everyone to pick up. I can't stress that enough, that the only way to stop price gouging on the internet is to not give in. This is your old pal Chuck for Bebop. We'll see you next time.